Warhammer 40k battle report. The new Tyranids versus the Eldar. 1500 points, relic, Dawn of War deployment. Alright, so another battle report. Playing with the new Tyranids though this time. I got it, I read it, and I will probably be doing a review of it maybe later. But so right now, let's go over the list. I got 30 Hormagaunts here, just plain old Hormagaunts. 30 Termagants. A Turbogon who's inside there as a troop choice, since you need 30, not just one troop. Flying Hive Tyrant. His psychic powers were Dominion and Onslaught. Has 2 sets of twin-linked Brain Leech Devourers, and has one of the artifacts, the Miasma Cannon, I think it's called, something like that. 3 Biovores, 3 Hive Guard, even though they got kind of bad. Worse, I mean. Another Flying Hive Tyrant, the same as this guy, except doesn't have the artifact. And also the powers are Dominion and Paraxium. And a squad of 26 Hormagaunts. And the relic, that's the relic that dies. We'll probably change it out with something else. But yeah, that's my list. So now doing a lot of a horde list. I'm trying to see if that one works out pretty well, maybe.
Okay, for the Eldar, behind the building, we have 3 Warwalkers with scatter lasers on each to get the twin linked ability. Fire Prism, Farseer, a Wave Serpent with scatter lasers. Inside are 8 Dire Avengers, 4 jet bikes, another Fire Prism, another Wave Serpent with 7 Dire Avengers. In reserve, I have my Crimson Hunter with the X-Arc ability. It's an X-Arc, and then I have 8 Warp Fighters. Alright, so we rolled. We're playing the relic, obviously, like we said, and Regonify is going first.
I'm going first. There's Night Fighting, and Poland did not steal the initiative. So I did my movement and running, not my full shooting, but just movement and running. These guys, because of bounding leap, they run an extra 3 inches. So they went up 13. Those Hormagaunts went up 12. And these Termagants rolled a 6, so they still went up 12. Hive Guard had Onslaught, so they ran. They're about to shoot. Hive Tyrants moved up, and this guy is my Warlord. I forgot to say my Warlord trait. It's Mind Eater. I get 2 victory points for an independent character that I kill in challenge. And also my Turbogon has a bio artifact. It's called the Norn Crown or something, which adds 6 to the synapse. So 12 already, add 6 from that, 18, and plus Dominion, which I rolled for. He has a 24-inch synapse link, synapse webs. That's pretty awesome. This guy rolled for Dominion as well, and then that guy put Onslaught on these guys, and they ran up, and they're about to shoot. I'm doing my shooting, and I'll be back with that. My shooting, Hive Guard with their -1 to the ballistic skill, because for whatever reason they did that, shot at the Wave Serpent and only hit once, and then rolled a 3 and didn't pin the Wave Serpent. Both Hive Tyrants shot into the bikes, killed them. Biovores shot over there at the Warwalkers. Was able to put 1 glance on him, but he made his 5+ invulnerable save and put a wound on the Farseer, who's just standing there with them. And that was my turn, and going into Eldar turn 1. Okay, movement phase for the Eldar. Forgot to scout these guys, but anyway, I just moved them my 6 inches. Moved this Wave Serpent 12 inches here. Moved this Fire Prism over 6 inches. Just shifted this over here to get a better shot at that massive chitinous armor, or whatever it's called. All those Tyranids. Over here, I shifted this 12 inches. And as far as my psychic powers, I guided this and prescience this, and I put foreboding on myself. He did get first blood.
I lost all my guys here. My only hope was to try to grab that and assault, move away. But so right now, I'm going to go ahead and go into shooting and just see how many bugs I can kill. Okay, shooting phase is over. I did go ahead and put 2 big blasts over here. Killed about 5 termagants here and killed 4 termagants here. I did also take a wound away from one of those Hive Guard guys with the big impaler cannons. Over here, this Wave Serpent shot over here and dwindled down like 6 or 7 termagants over here. And my Warwalkers and this Wave Serpent dwindled down 16 or 17. I mean, it used to be 30 guys. Now there's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess I killed 18. So that is the end of my turn, and it's going into turn 2 for the Tyranids.
Alright, so my movement and running again. Termagants just threw themselves up, for whatever reasons, as guards to the Hive Tyrants. Termagants captured the relic and created a shield, a living shield around this one guy who's holding it. Hive Guard got onslaught, moved over it and ran, about to shoot. Hive War stayed. This guy rolled for Termagant that's in there. He's going to be in there for the whole game. I've been forgetting to roll to spawn for him. Well, he's not going to matter right now. He's there. His 24-inch synapse. Those guys both rolled. Both Hive Tyrants did Dominion. This Hive Tyrant did Paraxium. And those Warwalkers are on -1 ballistic skill and weapon skill. And now we're going to go into shooting. And I'll be back to that. Alright, my turn. It was actually really insanely awesome. Hive Guard hit really well. Usually roll really bad for them, but it took out all the Warwalkers except for one with 1 hull point. That Hive Tyrant shot at it and finished it off. That Hive Tyrant shot at the Fire Prism and got 4 glances, and he failed all his 4+ cover saves with his hollow field and stuff. And it was really insane. Bivors did their indirect fire, but were still able to hit that Farseer, and he failed his armor save, so he's down to 1 wound left. And that's my turn. Eldar turn 2. It's actually I'm going really well.
Okay, turn 2. I did bring my Crimson Hunter in. Brought him in right here. Try to shoot at that guy right there. Over here, these guys also came in. They deep striked right there. My Farseer, which was right by this wall, he basically did his powers, guided the plane, or prescience to plane, and guided this over here. And then, well, actually my Farseer jumped in the Wave Serpent because he was like about 5 or 6 inches away, and the Wave Serpent moved 12 inches. And that Wave Serpent over here ran over there 12 inches, so total, leaving my fortress line and GS defense line and everything, just wholesale running for my life.
Tyranids have routed out the Eldar from their fortifications.
So here we go. Go on shooting, see what happens. Okay, end of the Eldar shooting. I went ahead and was able to knock this out of the sky, but I did not wound him. He is on the ground, but I took 3 wounds away. He has 1 left. There was one time all I needed was a 2 and I would have wounded him, and when he crashed, he did wound. So he's still alive. This took a couple away, and then that Fire Prism took a couple away, but I shot the Crimson Hunter, this, and the Wave Serpent at it, and he still has 1 wound left. Over here, this Wave Serpent killed 4 of those little termagants. These guys dropped down. They actually did something, killed the Hive Guard, took all their wounds away. And I'm going to do my assault move, which I'm going to just assault those guys, and then it will be the turn for the Tyranids.
Alright, in movement, all my Hive Tyrants and Termagants cast Dominion. This guy put Paraxium on those guys when he was over there and moved their build skill down by 1. He failed Onslaught. He's also not flying that Hive Tyrant. Moving over to here. This guy's still flying. Moved over here. probably gonna try to shoot this Crimson Hunter, which is got hurt, so he's being glued right now. Hormagaunts moved over here to charge. Those Hormagaunts ran, so they're not. Those Termagants with the relic moved back. Termagant spawned, but can't spawn anymore. It's rolled doubles and he moved out. So now we're probably going to try to take out those warp spiders and try to take out this plane and that fire prism. That's what I'm hoping to do in this turn. My turn. Wasn't able to fully take out the warp spiders, made them fall back, but also get into assault with my Hormagaunts. Only 3 left. Took out the Crimson Hunter with that guy. That guy shot into the fire prism, took 1 whole point away, then charged in, smashed it and killed it. And then both Hive Tyranids and the Termagant have regen, which is now, instead of rolling 6 is how many wounds you've lost, just 1, 4 plus, and you only regain 1, which I made. So he's back up to 2 wounds, so happy him. And yeah, the Eldar turn, I don't know, 3. Yeah.
Okay, I went ahead and made my psychic powers, gave guide to this here. I gave my group the blessing of foreboding. These guys actually did the hit and run, were able to run away. Over here, that wave serpent moved 6 inches, the Dire Avengers jumped out, and actually, I guess I'll probably jump these guys out here too. Do that, and then we'll come back and shoot. Okay, over here, these guys jumped out. They shot and they killed the Warlord. It took all the shooting from the Wave Serpent, the Serpent Shield, and then the Dire Avengers. No, wait a second. Yeah, the Wave Serpent shot and killed it all by itself with the Wave Serpent Shield. And then these Dire Avengers, they moved out. They ran, and then they shot and killed about 5 or 6 of these little Termagants. Over here, there's 9 Hormagaunts, and I shot all my shots with the Wave Serpent, the 2 little twin-link guns, the scatter lasers, and the Serpent Shield, and killed all 9 of them. That allowed me to shoot all my shots for the Dire Avengers and the Warp Spiders at this guy right here. Made a couple shots. He was flying. I needed 6s and stuff, but yeah, he made all the saves and everything. So that's the end of turn 3. Yeah, he's still flying, and we'll come back with turn 4.
These guys still holding the almighty Squig Bomb relic. Moved up, cast Dominion to 24-inch synapse. That guy put Paraxium on the vehicle, which I don't know, maybe wasn't a good idea. He's about to assault it. Also cast Dominion. Those guys ran forward, ran that way. They ran to 6, so they went 15 inches, so they were way over there. Now they're real fast. That is one good thing, they're real fast. They also have fleet, so you can re-roll the 1, or the run. And I rolled a 1 the first time, but I re-rolled it, got a 6. It's a great thing when that happens. These guys moved up. Vibors got into line of sight with these guys and try to blow them up. And yeah, be ready just to try to kill these guys, because over there, I'm not gonna deal with those guys. And the end of rest of the shooting. These guys did run. I decided to run them. Vibors really good. Shot at the Dire Avengers and just killed all of them. AP 4, Strength 4, and then when it got to the Farseer, he failed his bonuses. And yeah, that was just big. Oh yeah, Hive Tyrant assaulted this. Shot at it too. Took a whole point in shooting it, but then assaulted and took it out by smashing it, wrecking it. And so now, yeah, it's my turn. Now going into Eldar turn 5.
Okay, end of Eldar turn 4. Like I said, my Dire Avengers jumped into the Wave Serpent. It jumped up 12. It jumped up, moved up. It shot its guns. The Scatter Laser, Wave Serpent, killed some of those guys, 5. And over here, these Warp Spiders, they were back here. First they shot and killed about 4 or 5 of these little guys. They hit really good against the Hormagaunts. Then they battle focused forward. Then they assault moved, and they're like right there. So that's the end of my turn. And we'll come in with turn 5, probably the end of the game.
End of my turn, basically, it was really quick. All I did was those guys dropped it, Turbogun picked it up. He only has 18-inch synapse this time, because he failed Dominion. This guy made it off though. And really all that happened was this guy Vector Strike the Warp Spiders and killed them all. And since I can't really do anything to the Wave Serpent, it's over. My turn. We're going into Eldar turn 5.
Okay, and the turn. Well, no, it's in the shooting. At shooting, I shot my Wave Serpent at this group of Termagants and dwindled down the group so there's only 2, and just the way that they're arranged, there was like a little corridor in between them, so they killed like 6 or
there's
something.
There's 3 inches, so 1 inch away, there was a 1-inch corridor, enough for the base just to barely fit. And
it was kind of interesting because I figured this is the last turn 5, the big monstrous creature has it. So I shot at him and had 2 apiece, 2 shots, 2 6s. So he's down to 4 wounds.
What are they, Blade Storms?
Blade Storm, yeah. It's like a rending type shot.
Yeah.
So anyway, I needed an 11 to get into Assault, and I
You rolled a 6 and a 1.
A 6 and a 1, I did the Fleet, and I rolled a 6.
Another 6. So double 6s, more than what he needed. He needed 11, 12.
So, but I have to like line them in a row because they can't get close to those little Termagants.
Things now look into a pile in 3 inches.
So I'll pile in, and I'm going to go ahead and try to take it out and
it's going to be hard. You need 6s to
kill this guy. Well, they're going to get their double charge, so I'm going to have 7, 14 assaults. I don't know if that last guy's in assault range, whatever. We'll figure it out. But, you want to roll this just for fun?
Well, we got to figure it out. Okay, Dire Avengers are attacking the Turbogun. Doing double attacks, should be 16.
Big order. Let's see what happens. Put 4 wounds.
Need 3s to hit.
Okay, so that many hits. Wish these guys were guided or something. It's actually really good. So, now I need a bunch of 6s.
I need 6s.
I need at least 4 6s. And I got none. Oh, I got none.
I got 3.
3 6s.
Right.
Well, see what happens. 3. Makes them all.
Made them all. Alright. Alright, so he's gonna attack back. I don't know how many attacks he's got. I don't know if it's new.
It's 2.
Alright, it's got a 30-point increase, so, and only then the same number of attacks, so whatever reason that is. So, 2 hits, 6, and a 4. Rolled a wound, he got 2 wounds, so I just killed 2 guys.
They do not have an X-Arc, so...
Do his leadership.
Take my leadership. There's still 9. They make it.
Makes it with a 6. Alright.
But at this point, it's end of game, turn 5. I mean...
I don't know if this counts as contest, but I'm still holding it.
Yeah,
so I still count as me holding it.
My only chance was to kill him, have him drop, and then basically I consolidate forward to get line breaker. Because right now,
and then it'll be a tie.
I'm just calling the game. It's over, basically. I mean, we could roll here, and it ends.
Yeah, it ends anyways.
Yeah, I mean, basically, my only chance was to kill that, have him drop it. There'd be no relic.
Consolidate and get line breaker and tie it. That's the best thing you could do. Tie it.
And I would have line breaker and kill the warlord.
And then I would have slay the warlord and first blood.
So you won. A lot of Tyranid hordes.
I usually don't play hordes, but the only reason was because with the new codex, like I will have a review over it soon, but because I have to have a squad of 30 Termagants to take this guy as a troop, so I couldn't do my like 2 squads of 10 and 2 Termagants, so I could have my base troop, 4 troops, and then the Termagants spawning to have more. So I needed troops, so I brought in Hormagaunts and the 30 Termagants. So it was like a big horde unit. They did pretty well. I still had my 2 flying Hive Tyrants. and they did pretty good. The psychic powers are okay. I kind of like how I was able to do like a little shenanigan kind of thing to this guy basically almost always having a 24-inch synapse range, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, there were some things where it was kind of wasn't really helpful. Like I put regen and all these guys, which was helpful. I could have done it right now. I would have gained a wound back. So it would have been up to 5 since for regen, which helped me one time with the Hive Tyrant too. But also, I also gave him an artifact. My warlord that's dead over there. I gave him an artifact that I never used. That miasmic cannon.
Well, for me, I mean, my whole scheme was that, hey, it's relic. I had jet bikes. I wanted to basically come here and grab it and jump back and then just have you chasing me while I whittle you down. But then with my guys up here, you had 12 shots and it's twin length. It's like crazy. Those 2 Hive Tyrants, and I basically just gave you first blood. But that was my only chance because you guys would have you had like 3 30-man groups ready to grab that, and I had to grab it first.
Yeah. And the Tyranid Codex, it's going to be hard to use, hard to make like a good list. So I'm not going to be able to do the old list, my Turbogons and Hive Tyrants and Trigons, because I need troops. It's going to be hard. I'm going to have to try to come up with new things. But thanks for watching. I'll have War Battle Reports coming up soon.